Copper fam, what's going on? We are in a studio that looks very much like the comments below one, but we're not talking about club football today because Russia 2018 is here and we are hyped. Vuj, how you feeling?
I am very, very excited. It just seems more real. It seems that the World Cup is just around the corner. The fact that the groups are done, we've got them in front of us. We were just at CNN as well. That was fun.
Mad.
That was fun to be kind of just there and watching it all unfold in his big TV studio.
It feels real now, doesn't it?
It does feel real, and what I love is it just feels so open. It just feels like this. It doesn't feel like there's a group of death. It feels like anybody can kind of beat anyone. You're saying Argentina for you. I don't even know who to pick. I think we just go through the groups. Group A. This is probably, I'd say, the easiest group.
It's insane.
In the World Cup. The fact that Russia have ended up with Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Uruguay, they couldn't have picked, I say, an easier group or a better group. Or you're wondering if some of them balls are vibrating when they're picking them out. Anyone here can really go through. Obviously, Uruguay will be the favourites.
Yeah.
Uruguay will be the favourites, the best personnel. They went through the toughest qualification in making it to the World Cup. They should be favourites. But looking at that second spot there, that's up for grabs.
You were in Russia. You saw them play Argentina. It was only 1-0.
Technically, the Russians have been a good side throughout history.
Right.
I feel the last two major tournaments, you're looking at World Cup and the Euros. The Euros, they were one of the most boring sides. But they got Saudi Arabia first game. They're going to want to win that.
Yeah.
So that's 3 points on the board.
That's the opening game. Saudi Arabia, Russia. Whoever loses that game, that coach is getting fired before even the next match. So let's go for predictions. Group A.
I'm going to go Egypt and Uruguay.
I'm going to go Uruguay and Russia second.
I mean, leave your comments below, hashtag Group A, what your predictions are for that group. Have we messed up with any of that? Are there any players that you're looking forward to seeing, especially any Saudi people that are watching, or people that know the Saudi Arabian team? Who can we expect from there? And even Egypt, the Egyptian team, apart from Salah, who are we looking out for? Near predictions, who's going to make it through?
Shout out to Egyptian Copper fan, by the way. We always get better comments from them.
Shout out to the Egyptians.
Group B.
Group B is an interesting one because you've got Portugal, Spain, which is going to be a match of Cristiano Ronaldo against obviously a very, very new Spanish side, but still very talented. They topped their group against Italy. They're looking at the favourite. And you've got Morocco and Iran. Morocco are very new to the World Cup. They made it through. I don't even know what to expect from Morocco.
I can tell you from the international break, we saw them qualify against Cote d'Ivoire. They didn't concede one goal that whole tournament. Iran are the top team from Asia. They are killing it at the moment. They're riding a wave of confidence and success with the coach Carlos Queiroz, you might remember from United. I don't know how either of them get past Portugal and Spain.
I mean, obviously, this is football. It's the World Cup. The World Cup is so unpredictable that even these predictions are silly.
Yeah.
But going through in that group, you have to say Portugal, Spain.
Portugal, Spain. For me, it's Portugal, Iran.
And obviously, you guys, hashtag Group B, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
And can Morocco and Iran cause some shocks? And leave some comments about those two nations who we may not know as much about.
Yeah. Especially, if there's stuff we don't know, players we don't know, especially Morocco. What's going on there?
Who are we looking for?
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to Group C.
It's your group. Talk to me, man. France, Australia, Peru, Denmark.
I don't know what it is. And it's not that I even rate our team that much. This is the worst team I think we've got going in. But we got, on paper, but we've got a great little spirit about us. We've still got Tim Cahill, who still does bits. I just feel good. You know, you just get a feeling. I don't fear even France in that group because we've got a good record against them. There's no common sense coming from me on this one. I'm put to you. What do you say? And don't hold back.
I would love for one of these pot A teams to get knocked out. And if I would like one to get knocked out, it would be France or Argentina.
Why is that?
Because I think they can go the whole way. France and Argentina for me. But
Peru have waited for this. They probably won't make another one for another 30 years. So if we get knocked out, I hope it's Peru. So you've gone for
France and Peru.
That makes sense. Again, I'm not going sensical. I'm going Australia first and France second. I'm saying it. It's mad. And I'll be proved wrong or I'll probably
you are an emotions guy. Once again, we can't.
We can't help it. We wait 4 years.
I know.
I believe in my country.
Hashtag Group C.
Yeah.
Let us know. France, Aussies, Peru, Denmark. What can we expect? What are you expecting? Are you from one of these nations? How excited you are? I know a lot of Aussies watch us. Please, the Aussie fam, tell us what you reckon, what your chances are, and how happy are you that you're there, that Ellie's there, and are you going to meet us out there and support the Aussies? Group D, we have Argentina, Iceland, Croatia, Nigeria. If you're looking at a group of death, for me, I would say this is probably it. Nigeria, unbeaten in African qualified
Ooh,
first.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they qualified first And they had Algeria and Cameroon in their group.
That's
So,
mad. Cameroon are
and
champions.
they beat Argentina in a friendly recently. They came back from, I believe, 2-0 down.
I forgot about that. Nigeria won that game.
Yes.
All of these guys can do it on their day. I mean, Croatia have got the stars. We all know what
They do.
Modric can do on his day.
Great side.
Manducic.
That's a
Nigeria have
tough
got
one.
your boy Iwobi. Iceland for the culture.
Iceland for the culture with Argentina, of course.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, wow, fair play. You can't say no to Argentina, of course. I can't remember the last time they went out in a group stage. So I will say, obviously, the Argentinians. And that second spot is so tight.
Yeah.
This one is so tight to call. I want to say Croatia.
Fair.
I think Croatia will do it. But once again, guys, we could speak so much about these groups. Obviously, Iceland, their first time, I believe, at the World Cup. One of the smallest nations, if they're not the smallest nation.
And not just by a bit. So the smallest was Trinidad with 1.2 million. They've got 320. So
This is what I mean. They've got 320,000 people. I love them, and I hope they do well. We've heard that they might do a new celebration chant thing.
You heard it here first as well. The word is Iceland.
They're going to start a new thing. It's not just going to be the thunderclap. They're going to have another new thing coming up.
How do you think that works? You think they're out there in like a warehouse? Like
I reckon,
tifos
we do
practicing?
this. Yeah, 100%.
So for me, it's Argentina, Iceland. For you,
it's Argentina, Croatia.
Okay, we're getting close to the same.
Hashtag Group D. Leave your comments. Flood the comments. If you're from any of these nations, please leave comments below. But my heart says I would love Nigeria to go through. I have a very soft spot for the Nigerians. So Niger boys, Super Eagles, I hope you make it. As we go into the group I want to speak about.
How are you feeling right now?
Group E.
You're in a group.
Just that I'm in a group, I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy. For me, the fact that we have a group with Costa Rica, Switzerland, and Brazil, we can go through there, and that is beautiful to me. We have the last games against Brazil for Serbia. They got to start off with Switzerland. It's going to be a tricky side. Start off with Costa Rica. You win that, and then you're hype. You're looking good. First game, very key here. We have to beat Costa Rica. We don't win that, I think, forget about it.
Well, but what about a draw? Like, Costa Rica's a good team. Let's remember that.
A draw, then we got Switzerland.
And then you get the points there. No, but then you get the points there.
If you get, that's amazing. And you go into Brazil and get maybe a draw there
Yeah,
or lose.
you get 5 points has to get you through.
How
many points you want, actually? We can talk about that. Because for me, in Group C, for Australia, I always go, how many points do I want?
Honestly, I think for some reason we'll end up with 4 and we might end up 3rd or 2nd. It'll be very tricky. So I see us having 4 points.
4 points.
But on an ideal situation, 6. I think Brazil are favourites at this World Cup. I think they'll do well in this group. I'm happy where Serbia's playing them last.
You think they're favourites, or do you think they'll win it?
I don't think they'll win it, but they're favourites.
How amazing is this? We're just talking like this. Just this talking.
The fact that I'll potentially be in Russia watching Serbia play Brazil, the Carioca. I've never watched the Carioca play, and especially against a nation that I'm from. Very excited, but yeah, leave your comments. What are you going to go for in terms of who's there in that group?
Damn. So what the group
Brazil, Serbia for me.
Brazil, Serbia? I'm going to go Brazil, Serbia as well.
Leave your comments.
Oh, yeah, of course. Leave your comment.
Hashtag groupie.
Are you joining Vuj out there? I hear a lot of Serbians are going because obviously you got the brotherhood with Russia, you know.
No visas for Serbs going
Yo, really?
You can just go. So yeah, man, leave a comment below. Hashtag groupie. I'm very happy. It's going to be a special time for me out in Touchwood, Russia. As we move on to Group F, Germany, Mexico, Sweden, Korea, Republic. A tough one, a weird one.
Yeah, I think
a weird one.
I don't care about this one the least.
Yeah,
it's kind of like something's happened with this where I feel like
Germany's connecting here.
Let's start at the bottom. Korea are dead. I follow Asian football. Sorry, Timsy.
Korea. Sorry, Timsy, man. Look, you've got a modelling contract. You're good, man. Just be happy your nation's there.
You're playing ball with Kaká now, man. You're probably doing better than half the Koreans.
You might get a call up. I heard the scouts are watching Timsy.
If they can hit a crossbar, if you can hit it in the goals, you're in.
Mad thing.
Sweden. Look, you know what? They beat Italy. You know, this is why it's a shame that Sweden made it, because it's like, are they going to do bits?
For it, though. Sweden are up for it, I feel. And Mexico are tricky. Every World Cup, Mexico are a tricky side.
They've got a curse with the 5th game. So obviously you've got your 3 games in group. They make the round of 16 every single time since 1988. They've never made it to the quarters, the 5th game. They call it the 5th game curse. And in every World Cup, they've been knocked out by a more dramatic moment.
I'm going to be controversial in this one.
What are you going to say? Mexico got to make 5th?
No, I'm saying Mexico, Sweden.
Fam, what are you talking about?
I think
Germany could send 3 squads and they could be in the final somehow.
Look, I've got to chat shit in one group. Do you know what I mean? Fam, I'm going to chat shit. Like Group F, I'm going to say Mexico, Sweden.
Do I have to read out the squad to you?
No, you don't.
Sane's on the bench. I'm going to go Mexico, Germany, only because I want to see Germany play Brazil in the next round. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. But for me, Mexico first, Germany second.
Wicked. Well, hashtag Group F. Let us know what you think.
Mexicans, are you going to the fifth game this time?
Are the Dons going to finesse it in Sweden? The fifth game curse, as Eli says.
Oh, Po will
is
lose
it going to be
it.
broken? And Germany, how confident are you lot? They obviously should be making it through the group. And Korea, Timsy, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Group G, England. What a lucky group.
Yeah. When you really look at it,
when you really look at
really.
it,
That's the group.
England, Belgium. England and Belgium are going to go through, man. Tunisia probably.
I don't know a player. I don't know.
I don't know a player. I'm sorry, Tunisians. I don't know a player. Obviously, you've made it through to the World Cup. I don't know much about you. Panama, once again, I don't know much about you. I'm very happy Panama made it through because last qualification campaign.
Oh, heartbreak.
Heart fucking break.
But they got to knock the US out by doing it this time. So it's honestly, no one got revenge better than the Panamanians.
Panamaniacs got their revenge against the US.
Tell us about you, actually. Leave a comment, because I will be quick on this one. For me, it's Belgium first, England second. You?
Yeah.
We agreeing on the table?
Yeah, Belgium first, England second. England will draw against Panama, beat Tunisia, draw against Belgium, and they'll make it through. So, good one for England, though. A very good draw for England. Very fucking lucky. I mean, it makes it a bit less exciting because you're like, well, all right, cool.
We're looking for a Panamanian creative network guy. Okay. We want someone. We need a Panamanian representative for Copenhagen, as well as Tunisia. So if you're actually watching this, we're looking out for you guys. We love you guys. We don't know enough about you.
At Copenhagen, at
Copenhagen, on Snapchat, Twitter, whatever it is, get to us. But also in the comment section, let us know about you guys. But let's move on to the final group.
Let's do it. Group H.
There's something about this.
This
exciting.
group, I think, is very exciting. I think this is the closest one in terms of rank. No, Group C with France is the closest one. But looking at squad-wise and their narrative, I'd say this is the closest group in the World Cup.
Can I also say this is the most diverse?
Diverse group. Poland are strong dark horses, and they cross over with the Belgium-England group. Poland could, I could see Poland doing quarters further on, but you can't write off the Colombians.
No.
They're going to bring out loads of fans, a very strong technical side.
Celebrations for days.
Senegal for me, a brilliant African side. So for this group, I'm actually... And Japan can shock. Japan are not a...
They underperformed the last World Cup. They're due for a good... They've underperformed for a few. They're due for a good performance.
I think this group is going to be very exciting to watch.
I thought Poland and Colombia as well.
I think Poland and Colombia.
Yeah.
I want Senegal to repeat that 2002 story with Diouf and that side, which was a beautiful, beautiful side. So I think they're going to go in with a lot of passion. The Japanese, once again, this is amazing. It's the fucking World Cup, bruv. All this that we do, all this Premier League chat, this is what we wait for every 4 years. This is the World Cup, and look, hashtag Group H, who you reckon will go through? It's Russia 2018, Russia 2018.
A few more questions, a few more little things on that.
We're going to be there, hopefully.
Which, if you're a team in all of this, who's having a nice?
England. England are having the nicest right now.
Yeah,
the Have a Nice award goes to England.
But who's having a bad?
Who's having a bad? I'd have to give the bad to Morocco, man.
Yeah,
it's just not fair, man. Spain, Portugal, and Iran.
They've waited 20 years.
It's not fair.
I think the Euro champs.
I do think the bad, actually, I want to go Senegal and Morocco. I think Senegal deserved an easier group.
Who's in the final?
The final will probably, I'd say, be. I would love a Brazil-Argentina.
Oh.
How amazing.
Shut down the game after that. Brazil, Argentina. The thing about that game is that both be so. If you lose that, you've lost to your mortal enemy. And it's not like losing in club games where the derby's next year.
I think it'll be Brazil, Argentina.
Wow, you heard it first.
What do you
reckon? For me, it's Argentina versus Poland. I feel like they're the team with on the pitch and off the pitch. They're doing bits. And I feel like they're just up for a run. Like you pointed out, like they get a couple of good games. They're out of the round of 16. They're into the quarterfinals.
I just love that it is so open. There's going to be so many potential mismatches and matchups that they'll only start getting really tight in the semi-final. Before then, it's anyone's. So it's really an underdog could prove something here.
This could be the one because the hosts aren't going to do it. It's not really about.
I really hope there's an underdog story. A hashtag underdog. Let us know your underdog story. I would love maybe a Serbia or a Poland or a Senegal. And why? Yeah.
Hashtag who's your underdog and why? That's it for us.
Send it, man. Amazing.
It's happened. We're 7 months in. Bro.
How much we got? 7 months to go.
We've dropped the groups. Next up is, we've done the Adidas kits. Next up is the Nike kits. Cannot wait for that. Then there's the Panini sticker albums.
Panini sticker album. We're going to complete that this year.
If I could leave you guys with anything, as Vuj said, I wait 4 years for this. Embrace every minute of this because it takes 4 years to get here. Only 32 out of 209 nations make it. I've been around the world with the real international break and really seen, I thought it was just in my head, but it really is the case. This tournament means everything just to get there. And there are hundreds of millions from Italy to the Netherlands to Hungary and Chile who are heartbroken they don't get to talk about their team in the groups, have the new World Cup kit, be in the Panini sticker album. So if your team has made it, the one thing I ask of you guys is to embrace every minute. Try and fill out the sticker album, buy the kit, read the paper, get involved in conversations with the guy or girl on the street, because this thing is like, it's beyond anything club football, anything can create. It's a moment in time of history where like you're relevant. And as an Australian who had to wait till he was 16 to first see one, this is the greatest thing on earth. And not only as an Australian, but as a football fan and a Copenhagen reporter who's gone around the world to see it, this is the biggest and best thing this game and the world has. So embrace it, because there's only 7 months to go, and live every moment. And in the meantime, check out the latest Real International Break where we wrap up the last year of us going to every continent to show you just everything I was talking about.
Fucking love you madman.
Love this game.
Yes, leave a comment below. One love. Have a nice World Cup. Leave all the comments. Blah, 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 blah. See you soon. See you Monday. Bye.
Blah.